Hey guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy and welcome back to lesson 6 of this electric blues guitar course. And now that you're kind of getting that whole solo together, you've got the riff together and everything else, we're now just going to take a little bit of a detour and talk about the idea of making these licks your own. Okay, so actually bending and moving and contorting and everything else, these licks, until they fit into your playing. Okay, and that is the fun that we're going to have today. So pick up your guitar and let's get started. Hey guys, so if you're just tuning in, then do remember that you can head on over to the website to get all of the interactive tab, the fretboard diagrams, and the full write-ups for every single lesson. It looks great on the mobile, on the desktop, however you're viewing it. Head over there and we'll put the links in the description and in this video. Also, please do like and subscribe to this video if you're enjoying it so far and if you're enjoying the course, as well as leave us a comment. We make sure we get back to every single comment that you guys leave. Okay, so this is an absolutely crucial concept for anyone who's getting into the blues, okay? Because fundamentally, what all the great blues players do is they borrow from the other great blues players, but then they make those sounds their own. Okay, so we've all heard, for example, let's take a really simple concept like Hideaway. Which is a really cool track which has been recorded by so many blues players. But just to take three, for example, Freddie King, Eric Clapton and Stevie Ray Vaughan, they all recorded this same track, okay? But all three tracks sound so different. They play it in different positions, they play the licks in a certain way, they just stamp their own style on top of it. So we're just going to be working with this on some kind of level here, whereby we're going to be taking a couple of these licks, putting it over a quick loop or backing track that you might want to be playing over, and just learn how that you can take any of these licks and break it down and reshuffle it and really make it work for you, okay? And this is just really just me showing by example, and it's for you to then go ahead and have a little bit of fun with this yourself. But I would say every time you learn a solo, a riff, a lick, whatever it is, you should be trying to do this concept with it. Excuse me for that. So let's first of all just start by saying I'm not going to change key, okay? Because we're still kind of working with those 5 shapes. And later on in the course, we'll talk about changing the key. We'll have a proper unit on that so we can really go into depth. So for now, I'm just going to stick with G. But what I will do is really change up the vibe of the track. Okay, so I'm going to, rather than this kind of, turn the guitar on. I'm just going to go for something a bit more kind of, I'm just going to go for that. And it's fine to just, I'm just going to kind of vamp on a G for now. You can kind of do, you can go up to the 4 chord and the 5 chord. You can play this over a whole backing track. But for now, for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to vamp, which means I'm just going to improvise over this G. Okay, so 1, 2, let's get a decent sound here. Maybe a, hang on. That's kind of cool. 4, 1. There we go, let's just turn the volume up a bit. Kind of like a honky-tonky twang, which I think is really cool actually. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just turning that up with my feet. That's quite an impressive move there. So we're going to kind of use the G minor. And remember, I'll just pause that for a second. Every time that we've learned this lick, or any of these licks, we've been learning the shape that it's in so that we can use it later, okay? So we've got a bunch of licks in this shape 1. We've got this kind of, or, okay, we've got licks in box 2, and box 3, we've got that cool lick there, we've got this, or just, we've got this wicked little run, and then, I'm only going to be using these licks, okay, to improvise over this. And with each lick, I'm going to be learning as you are here, okay, because I'm going to be kind of exploring the lick. What can I get out of it? So I'm going to start with kind of the couple of ideas that I've got in this box 4. this. Going to be really working with those two licks first. So let's have a go with this. So that's, you can see I'm pulling it. That one's just great. You can see, you know, I'm not really straying from those licks at all. I'm just pulling them in different directions, repeating them in a kind of melodic. And I might just combine that with generally just moving through the scale shape. So let's bring in a few more. That one's great. That's wicked. That's a Clapton special. Yeah. So let's just stop there for a sec. So you can see, you know, it's just a really cool process to go through. You're going to have a lot of fun doing it, and you should be able to do it in any key, but we'll get to that, okay? For now, just try a different rhythm again. So we'll take another blues here, but we'll do a slow blues. Now, this isn't something we're going to cover in level 1. In this course, that's for level 2. We'll be diving really deep into slow blues kind of movements. But for now, as a process, because you might come across a backing track in G on YouTube that's a slow blues. So let's go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here I go with those same licks. Ha! Wow. There's something about this guitar with that tone in this room that just sounds so good right now. Hopefully that's coming through on camera. So there we have it. This is the idea, and obviously, you know, I've been doing this a long time, so I'm very comfortable with doing that. Okay, so it won't be quite as glidey, I would say, as that potentially, but the concept is the same. You rework the licks to work for you, and before you know it, you've built up a repertoire. So not only have you got all these ideas in your bag, but you can actually access them, okay? Because that's what most guitarists find is their biggest struggle. They can play this amazing Stevie Ray Vaughan solo that they've learned note for note, but when it comes to then, okay, let's just jam, what's happening? None of it's coming to them. because they haven't done this process. So this is the process that we really need to be going through. And it can just be as simple as one lick that you just take and you break into every part, okay? It's this. What can we do with that? And so on, right? So, you know, you can do a lot with one. You just got to get your creative juices flowing. You've got to go through this process. And remember that if you've got your techniques right, if you've got that vibrato sounding sweet, if you've got those quarter bends really nailed, and if you can do those slides like I said, then you're going to be able to make something pretty good out of anything, even just 2 notes. Vibrato, slide, quarter bend. You know? So hopefully this is motivating you to really kind of pay attention to those parts of your playing that maybe you're not at the moment. But I hope you really enjoyed that. That's the end of the first unit, and in the next unit we're going to be going into even more bluesy goodness. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Please do remember to like, subscribe and leave a comment. We do our absolute best to answer every single comment. If you've got questions, here is the place to write them so that we can get back to you and really help you out with this stuff. If you want to carry on with this course and you're loving it, then you can find the next lesson right here. And you can start the whole thing, the whole playlist is here on YouTube as well. So click one of those 2 links and I'll see you in the next lesson.